Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you are doing well. I'm Rachel, your tarot reader, and this is your reading. If you clicked on it and it resides at all, awesome. I really took advantage of this morning by coming out here in Fort Stevens, and I live not that far away from it. It's kind of raining, actually. It's like not bad. It's spitting, but we have this beautiful fog all around us. It's very cleansing, and I just thought this is a great spot to do a reading. So this is going to be a reading of what your higher self would say to you. I actually tried posting this on my TikTok, and sadly, because I used a traditional tarot deck that shows more artful figures and nude forms in it, TikTok said it was pornographic. But it's funny because they say it's exempt from art and educational purposes. TikTok, get it together. Either way, I really wanted to get this message out because what I had gotten last night was so amazing and just really on point of reality aspect of what people are fucking going through. So, oh my goodness, and there's spider webs too. Just everywhere. That was kind of what danced through the screen there. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I need to take a picture of that. Okay, so collective, my beautiful lovies, what is it that your higher self wishes to tell you? What is something that you've been missing, higher self, to the collective? Four of Wands in the reverse. What is something your higher self wants to talk about then? Since we've got the Four of Wands, what's something about the soulmate or disalignment? Five of Wands, defensiveness, arguments. Wow, you guys, are you guys okay? If not, I mean, I'm glad you found this reading so I can help you out and what your higher self is saying. So, Four of Wands, I'm using the occult deck, so it's a little more dark in nature, but it's very cut and dry and just straight to the point. Knows all things hidden, answers truly about things earthly or divine. So Four of Wands, this is saying that something that might have been guided for you was turned upside down. There was unacquitted love, ununified, or a breakup. Either way, it was something that was affecting you a lot. Five of Wands teaches languages, causes earthquakes, overthrows politicians and clergymen, returns those who have run away. So with the Five of Wands, it's a lot of competition, and this person, whatever your higher self is saying, the competition is what's causing this disarray. You know you're not the only one in this picture. You know there's other responsibilities, but you're still taking on responsibilities of your own to outdo others. Like, let's just say you're in a food court. You own one of the food court or carts that you're selling, right? You're trying to outdo the other person because there's a competition, right? Someone's putting you in a competition. Your higher self is pretty much telling you that. And you need to be alert, be aware of who is doing this with you or to you. The devil makes ones worse off than ever before, tricks mortals into being bound, accepts child sacrifices. Okay, I know that's a dark thing, but use it as a metaphor and a grain of salt. This is in the reverse. Someone who has sexual thoughts, but also very much into toxicities or were into addictions, and this is something that, let's get clarity on the devil card, please, Spirit. Like, source, like, what's going on here? Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. Teaches all liberal science, gives an account of souls that died in sin. So you pretty much are feeling like you are the cause and pretty much the Grim Reaper of your own happiness. You feel like you've destroyed it and there is no way of coming back out of it. You're in a dark place, you think there is no hope, or if there is a chance, even if you would like to reach out to whoever this person that was in this Four of Wands, that's like very stable, someone that matched your energy, but it didn't work out. Can we talk more about this, Spirit? Okay, you guys are obviously seeing a lot of fives, like 555 or 515. This is something you are consistently seeing. Five of Swords builds high towers and calls in cities and afflicts men for many days with wounds full of rotten maggots. Oh, this occult's very colorful in description. So here is the card. And what I get from this, since it's that Five of Swords, it is regret, resentment, someone that wants to come back around and come forth with some kind of truth. This is something that was really a shock to the individual because further along down this journey, they were able to discover real truths that they had no way to energetically be active in. Like if there was someone that they cared about, they heard bad news, they energetically couldn't do anything about it, even though they really wanted to. And Spirit's saying it really broke them. This person is in such regret and remorse and just replaying these things over and over their head. And it's like, even if I did apologize, would they accept? Would it be worth my time? Would it be even worth the time? Would I just get door slammed in face? Or with this card, it's really heavy energy. So your higher self, if this resides to you at all, just know that you are the energy of love. You are so special, and yeah, you do deserve love. You don't need to feel so much into regret, because this would only to me would only occur to an individual if they had done something in the past that wasn't high in energy and they felt the need to cause a change in a less vibrational way, like not being honest to the other person while being two-faced to the other person, saying, oh yeah, we're done, and not actually be done. You didn't complete something. So this is higher self saying we're completing into a karmic cycle, but this is where the higher self is at, telling you where you're at. And similar note to last night's read too, when I was doing a TikTok, it was very close to this and very much about love too. So Two of Pentacles, I had this last night too. Okay. Reveals the past and the future, reconciles friends and enemies. So this is a duality to make a choice. You are really stuck in the duality of going through your emotions or go for your logical mind, and is it the right one? And oh, it would be so magical and so exactly what I hope for, even if it's hard to do and it's so in completion. But then there's the other ones like, and what if they don't? And what if they block me on every single platform? And what if they tell me to F off? And what if it's a lot of what ifs? This is all I'm hearing from higher self, is saying they're reminiscing, they're going for what ifs, coulda, shoulda, wouldas. They're not being present. Be present. Be present. All right, higher self to the collective. What is something that the self should do to help break this energy and come out of it? What is it you would like to suggest to the soul from the higher self? The highest cauldron to the lower cauldron. What is it? If you don't know what I mean, read The Psychic Witch. It explains a lot about that. Ace of Pentacles. The block is actually doing the offer and making it. Are you kidding me? Gives all worldly power and treasures, makes one rich quickly. So even though you feel like a fool for trying, because look at him, he looks a little bit foolish because he has the fool hat, he has a hula hoop, he has a bag of wealth, he has goat legs and a gator tail. Like, none of this makes sense. But he's still going to make that offer. He still knows that even if he doesn't try, his higher self is saying, if I don't try, I will never know. And how tragic would that be? Just to never know what good outcomes could come if you tried to offer. Because I think whatever this person, if this is your reading and you reside to it, you do have a really deep soul and a very big heart. And I love that. And I really do understand the self-doubts and the condescending echoes of hearing like the negative ego talk to you. Don't feed the negative ego. There is such thing as healthy ego and positive, like real positive, healthy egos. And then you can go easily into the negative spectrum of ego, which means I'm justifiable. I get what I want. I'm desirable. It's I, me. No one's really included. It's a very self-satisfactory kind of obscurity. I like to say obscurity because it's an illusion to the person that thinks that they're hot shit when, you know, bees do not explain to flies why honey is better than shit. It makes no goddamn sense. So if you're in this predicament where you are being presented with a fly that's giving you shit, but you know honey is better, you can do that. And what is the outcome, higher self? For this individual, we'll do 2 cards for 2 different situations, higher self collective, of what would the person's receptive energy, would they receive it well? And for the others that aren't ready to accept it, what is their energy like? So those who are ready to accept this offer from this person with the higher self and what they want to offer this person, what is it that they should be told for those who accept? Spirit's taking a minute there. 2 of Wands. The past tells the future, can make the intelligent and bold. So even though this is somewhat at a distance and it would take time for it to mend, it is still a good card. It's still very positive. It is saying you might be seeing 5s and 2s and at this point, because I've got a lot of 2s now too. You guys almost got all the 5s out of my deck. So this is really saying that with the 2 of Wands with this creature, I think it's you don't need to be as bad and tough as you project yourself. Take off the fucking mask. Be the authentic, real you, because that's the big picture right there. How are you going to achieve and be your true badass self, but authentically, being absolutely unapologetic who you are? And is it easy? No. I will not tell you it's easy. I will say it's achievable. Can you do it? Fuck yeah, you can. 2 of Wands, you might be at this distance, but you hold the world in your goddamn hands. All the gods and goddesses and all your ancestors, or if you just believe in God, because I'm not stuck on just my readers, you can be any religion. However, this is pertaining energetically. You are destined to do better for yourself. You're destined to raise your vibration up to the point where it is so unachievable for anyone else that's low vibe to drag you down. Because when you're in your low ego, you believe the fear. You're feeling the fear of, I can't do this. Oh, maybe they're right. I'll settle for this, low vibe person. But I really feel angry and upset towards them, or I feel resentment towards them. And are they telling me the truth? It's a lot of sources giving me the image of a tennis ball or tennis racket game where it's the ball goes over, and then the ball goes over, the ball goes over, and there's no real end. There hasn't been a winner since this shit started, and there isn't going to be a winner. If you're trying to separate yourself from something toxic and come back at something that was in the past that was fulfilling, you need to go and really make amends and heal yourself first before you go back at this person, because it kind of seems like they've done the work, you have been trying. I can definitely see you've been trying. So the card of the 2 of Wands, we got that for the people that would accept. What about the people who will not accept? What will be the energy between them, and how will it turn out? If it's romantic, what will happen if they refuse it? Just taking the sweet time, Spirit, and shuffling. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Kills by drowning and can sink ships, controls the seas and the winds. So, excuse me, my throat chakra got... That came out of nowhere. Okay, but either way, this individual is wrapped around by a serpent, someone who is trying to constrict their true potential because they're even wrapped around the wings. That's obscuring their way to ascend. They're dragging this person down, and they want that. They find more success of seeing your energy be brought down. And look at the energy. He has a dagger in his hand, ready to fight back, but is in obvious anguish because he's in pain. Maybe he got bit by this serpent more than once, and now it's affecting him, but he's trying to escape it. And I feel if you say no and don't heal anything here, you're going to get 8 of Swords, which means you're going to reminisce over this situation over and over again. And this is why in past lives, you're repeating this, and if you don't at least make amends and clean this energy out, really clear it, be real to each other, tell each other your pains and suffering. Don't take it personally, because you are individuals. This is not their problem, and your stuff isn't their problem. Though I feel like this person has definitely carried that burden on. Like, hella, they definitely did. So know that this person isn't heartless, and if you say no, that's fine. But at least have that conversation to heal it, because you deserve it. You've done the work, and so has this person. Like, if you're wondering if you shouldn't or should, that's up to you. You get to decide whatever the hell you want. That's beautiful. Please do make a decision. And I'm sure most of us are like, please make a decision, you know? And I think this is pretty much similar note, is that bottom deck energy, 3 of Swords, and that is the heartbreak, the sudden shock, the sorrow, sadness. This person's definitely, your higher self is saying you've dealt with this and you're still coping with it, and it's very difficult because there was no clear answers, and then communication got dropped somehow. But the story's not completely over. You have the World. Makes one skilled in labor and crafts, increase knowledge of philosophy. If you can figure this out and heal it appropriately, and just practice forgiveness, because that is the highest vibration. Even if you know you're not going to be with that person, you forgive them. And say, thank you for the good times and thank you for the lessons. I forgive you because these are things that I obviously needed heal work, and if someone can trigger you, that's why you need to get healed. Those are the exact aspects in your life you need to recognize, look at, and heal. If you can be triggered and someone can trip you up and make you feel angry almost by a snap of the fingers, they know how to trigger you, and that is a control. You're feeding low vibrational ego by letting them do that to you. And it's breaking your fucking heart. You don't deserve that. You deserve to be happy. Even if you are mending this broken heart as you go to find happiness, you'll mend and heal quicker by letting all this toxic bullshit out of your life. And your higher self is encouraging you to push forward. It's hard now. You feel lost. Everything's a fog right in front of your view. But it's actually quite clear as day if you just take a step back and look at the full picture. I hope you enjoyed this reading. So please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I would love for you to be a follower, and I will be updating more on YouTube. I was kind of distracted because I did have to take care of my kids' first day of school stuff and the school year, so I did take a break, but I am back, and I will promise that I will do my best to be more prompt on posting and doing more depthful readings for you guys. Lots of love and light. Leave a comment down below if this resides, and if not, just thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.